So instead of doing snarky or crazy, I think we did a little bit of both. We actually let's do somewhat serious but more interesting. We have this from entrepreneur.com.
Cool.
Neuralink could begin testing human brain implants this year, says Elon Musk. Implants grafted into the brain and spinal cord seek to be able to correct paralysis and cure Alzheimer's. Now, I'm gonna just say this. Dude, the idea that we could Neuralink and repair the nerve damage from someone's spine and like give them the ability to walk.
So
Coolest
cool.
thing I've ever heard. But you want to know what is also very cool. Not as cool as helping those who are paralyzed, but up there. Elon Musk says Neuralink has wired up a monkey to play video games using its mind.
Similar, yes.
Look
Now,
at this.
did he say which game it was, though? That's what
Yeah,
I
I
want
need
to
to
know.
know.
I'm hoping it was Mario Brothers.
Probably
And the monkeys-
Minecraft.
Mario Brothers or Mario Kart?
Mario Brothers, like the original. Where
Not
you punch-
Mario Kart. They're not we don't have the technology
It's-
for Mario
dude,
Kart.
no,
Mario
no,
Brothers,
yes.
the
For
original,
monkeys, yeah.
original, with
Original.
Mario and Luigi.
And you get to punch bricks.
The one where you're fighting.
That's the one where you
Wait,
punch bricks.
the one where
no,
like
no,
the
no.
turtles,
Super Mario Bros.
Super Mario Bros.
Super
different than
Mario
Mario
Brothers.
Brothers.
Right,
The
for
first one's
Nintendo.
called Mario Brothers.
Right, I'm talking
That's
about
where
the
you're
one.
actually fighting Luigi.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
versus
you're
each other, and the
I'm
things are coming out of
talking
the
about
tubes on the sides.
the monkeys playing a game where you get a dude to jump on turtles and crush them to death and punch bricks. That game is
you
brutal.
can't punch bricks in Super Mario Brothers.
Yes, you can.
You headbutt him.
You jump
No,
and hit them.
that's not true. The animation
Punch
is
him.
Mario jumping and raising his
Oh,
fist
you're right.
and
Yeah,
punching
an
the
upward
brick.
thrust, an
It is
up punch.
Yes, when he jumps, his fist goes up and he
Interesting.
punches the brick.
Nerd check.
Bro.
Indeed.
So that's canon. Is he's punching
Yes.
the brick?
Yeah,
Yes.
that is.
Wow.
That's
He-
right.
Why do you think they
Wow.
give him punches in later games?
I wonder how many people
And
get
then-
that wrong on like Who Wants to Be a
Oh,
Millionaire.
for sure. He's not
Wow,
bashing his
indeed.
head.
People think he
people,
headbutts it.
People also think he's spitting fireballs. His hand goes up.
Oh, he's
No,
fine.
I know he's throwing fireballs.
right,
He's
right.
definitely throwing fireballs.
So in later games, you can butt stomp and punch bricks straight up. Like in the later Marios, he actually can punch. But in the original, he runs and jumps. It's a brutal game. You're running around as a dude punching brick boxes
high
and
on
shattering them.
mushrooms, dude.
Getting high on mushrooms, punching bricks, stomping turtles.
Okay.
The game's crazy. Anyway,
Luke was just talking about the social conditioning of video
Yeah.
games.
Right?
What does Mario
What-
Kart make
what
you
did
do?
Mario condition
What's the
us to
subliminal
do?
messaging
Make
there?
it-
What's the
You got to
message
save a
there?
princess.
Yeah.
You know?
True, yeah.
When you're enlisting, they're like, what video game have you played the most? And then they have like a unit of guys in like Call of Duty and they're like training for combat. And then they have people who said Super Mario Brothers and they're running around kicking turtles and doing mushrooms. But okay, anyway, the news.
The
Normal
mushrooms
stuff.
are a telltale.
Those
the monkey
developers
thing.
used to take a lot of
the-
mushrooms.
And you
Listen.
take the mushroom and you grow.
The
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a
Oh,
reference to
snap.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's Alice in
That's
Wonderland.
true,
And
yeah.
and going down the
Right.
Down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
road.
A lot of people don't know that. So the mushrooms was referenced to Alice in Wonderland.
Amanita muscaria. It's the
So-
red
so-
and white mushroom.
But
Whoa.
let's get a little
good
bit
for
serious.
you.
We have
Okay.
this.
More
This is
life.
check this out. Check this out. Elon Musk teased that Neuralink could begin implanting computer chips later this year. Quote, Neuralink is working very hard to ensure implant safety and is in close communication with the FDA. If things go well, we may be able to do initial human trials later this year. The statement came in response to a comment from a user who asked him to participate in human testing, or who asked, yes, I was in a car accident 20 years ago, and since then I've been paralyzed from the shoulders. I am always available for clinical studies at Neuralink, wrote Hamoon Kamai on the social network. Dude, legit? Hook him up. Days before, Musk assured that Neuralink already has a laboratory monkey with a chip implanted in its skull. You can play video games with your mind, said the owner of SpaceX. The short-term goal of the Neuralink project is to solve brain and spinal injuries, while in the long term, it would seek human/AI symbiosis. I'm not entirely sure what video game they're playing. They say it's not an unhappy monkey, he said during a talk on Clubhouse, a new social media. We know what that is. You can't even see where the neural implant was put in, except that he's got a slight like dark mohawk. The billionaire who spoke about space travel, colonies, etc., said he was playing They were playing mind pong with each other. That would be pretty cool.
Oh, so
said
they did
Musk.
say.
What's that?
So it's Pong.
Pong. Yeah, that's what I wanted to figure out.
Wow.
That means that's rudimentary.
Dude, I'm playing mind pong with you right now.
What if you could what if you can control the mouse on your computer? Click things, open things, pull up videos
Cool.
just by thinking it.
Like you won't even need a mouse pointer. You'll just know. You'll just point. You'll just click you'll be clicking it with your thoughts.
So I have.
I'm ready for AI to just take over. Let's just, guys.
Maybe they
just
already
take
did.
It. Take the keys.
Sure,
you know,
yeah.
we already have shadowy cabals that are running our country.
Yep.
So
Just give
let's
up.
just,
Maybe
let's
they
just
already
hand it
did.
over.
Yeah.
Let's just hand it over.
What if-
Skynet, the
what if-
T1000s. Let's do it.
What if it happened a long time ago?
What if we already? Yeah, we're already in there. Well, that's also simulation theory. Is
So are you going to get the Neuralink, Jack?
plug me in, baby. Let's do it.
For real?
Plug me right in. No, I wouldn't do it.
No way.
No.
No way.
I don't know. It's
Unless if I was in that situation where, God forbid, And, my wife always hates when I talk about hypotheticals. She goes, don't say that. Don't say that. It's bad
Knock on
luck,
wood.
Yeah, knock on wood, right?
That's Eastern Europe.
But, yeah, exactly. Doesn't want me to do that ever.
Yeah.
But, sweetheart, if you're listening, earmuffs.
It's for
Of course she
entertainment.
is.
Earmuffs.
Were I in that situation where I was paralyzed, having been in a car accident, when you hear those situations, yeah. I would
yeah.
I would totally sign up to be one of the tests. I would absolutely do that.
Just
be
to
able
push your
play with
wife
the
at ease.
kids.
It's like saying, if you were cold, would you put on a jacket? I mean, it's so obvious.
Don't say that. I don't want to be cold. I don't want to ever be cold. Never again.
I don't mean to interrupt
No,
you,
I
but
know,
of
but no,
course-
you're exactly right. That's where I'm coming
Yep.
from. But she's like, don't even say it. Don't even say it.
But think about right now, they're at the level of Pong, right? Well, we were at Pong levels, 40 years ago? 50, what was it? When did Pong come out?
1978.
70s, yeah, I think it was the 70s.
Yeah, so about
70s.
40 or so years ago, we had Pong come out. Now we have virtual reality, Skyrim in 120 frames or whatever. You got a really good computer. And you can actually go into VR worlds and draw the bow, and the graphics are way better. Not like Skyrim has the best graphics in the world, I'll be honest. But video games have come a long way. Where is Neuralink video game technology going to be in 40 or 50 years? Are you going to be able to plug in and then experience, like you were mentioning with the Rex in
Well,
Ready Player
that's
2?
Ready Player 1 and 2. That's the whole world is, and they actually get into the morality of it, how for people that might be low income, for people in poverty, it's actually, this is the main character. He grows up living in these trailer park in the Midwest, that for him, it's an escape from the ennui of his daily existence that he's, I know, right? $12
Yeah,
right
love
there.
it. Love it.
That's one of my SAT words that he's able to get into. And now but in this world, you're the star of your own universe. You can go visit castles and knights and everything, whereas you're living in the slums in real life.
Let's be real. I run this show. I've got a bunch of channels called Timcast, a bunch of followers and awesome people who watch.
It's true.
I would still love to be. I still play Skyrim. I started a new Skyrim run, download some mods. I'd love to plug in and just go to a magical world and be some random dude throwing fireballs at dragons, man.
Dude,
That'd be fun.
We're gonna get advanced enough where you can be playing Skyrim right now and still having this conversation.
One eye is like spazzing.
Yeah,
Like,
you probably have like 17 video. You probably have like 70 video games going at once, and as you're having a conversation.
Yeah.
It's gonna allow us to. Okay, assuming you're fine and nothing bad happens, all good, because you're probably gonna be fine. Will you get the Neuralink if it seems to work and 5 years go by and people start getting it and they get like superhuman intelligence and interoperability
Telepathy?
with internet? Yeah, seemingly.
I just no, I because when I hear stories about Time Mag, and when I hear stories about the moneyed powers work together to ensure the proper outcome, I just don't. I think of all the ways that this could be abused. I think of all the ways
Viruses.
that right, not
that
just from
too.
the elite, quote unquote, but from just any bad actors that want to get involved with this thing or get into this thing.
could you imagine getting brain hacked? Like it's a thing.
Please
in
do
Ghost
not
in the
brain
Shell.
hack me. Please do not brain hack.
When you
right?
guys have your brain chips.
By the way, yeah,
I'm gonna be in
any
the middle of the woods
tweets of mine
by
that people don't like,
myself.
I was brain hacked.
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
What
I
if
know,
you
I was
could
brain
like
hacked.
control
Totally
animals
brain
with your brain hacking though?
They have to implant the animals too, but you probably could. They can remote control cockroaches. You ever see that?
Ew.
Yeah, so they can remote can put a thing on a cockroach that affects its
Why?
sensory.
Can you do a lot of them at once? Because I can think of a lot of people
bro.
I'd like to send.
They can
control
remote
cockroaches
they can
at.
remote control humans. They did a test where they were able to shift the sense of balance through equilibrium. So what happens is
So you have to go in a certain direction
so you feel like you're falling.
Right.
And so you
Jeez.
start moving to try
to compensate.
Yep. And they're laughing and like you put on a headset or something. Dude, crazy stuff is on the horizon, man. Back in 2011, me and some friends bought a consumer grade, it's called an electroencephalogram or an EEG, I think it's called.
As you do.
A headband.
As one does, yes.
It's a headband and it's got a thing that goes in your head and it
Yeah, they use it in
measures
hospitals.
brainwaves.
Yeah.
Right.
And so this is crazy. We opened up a program that can detect the brainwaves, and then me and my friend, we put it on, and you try to control the wave to make it go up and make it go down.
What?
And it's like random. And we couldn't do it. And I was like, I don't believe this is legit. I can't believe it works. We gave it to his sister, and she was like, so you want me to make it go up? And it went straight up. And we were like, whoa. And she goes, and now make it go down? And it went down. And we were like, whoa, how do you do that? And she was like, I just thought to make it happen. And it took her no time at all to figure it out. What we wanted to do was make a mind-controlled drone. But because of the limitations of the EEG we had, it only had two axes.
Yeah, axes.
Yeah.
So we could make it rotate and go up and down. And I was like, that's all we need. The problem, if I put it on, I could not control it because my brain is like, I don't understand this. It would be like if you've never gone skateboarding, you stand on a skateboard, you're like, you're going to fall. So if we could actually get to the point, the technology is still easily available. If not, it's been dramatically upgraded in the past 10 years. But we theoretically had the tech because all you had to do was write a simple code to synchronize their existing consumer technology showing the wave going up and down with the function of increasing and decreasing power to the drone's rotors. And that was not through an implant. You just had to put it on like a headband and you could make that happen and then control a drone. You could theoretically think like the plan was this. It's all possible. You would think to go up or down, it could go up and down, and then you would think to spin, and it would spin in one direction. So then you could like aim it and then come down and then go up and then rotate
Kind
again.
of like moving your body around. Like you think that your hands, like that's how we move our bodies. It's a thought process.
Right. The weird thing is though, we can feel ourselves when we move stuff. And when you grab something, you can feel its interaction with your muscles. Like let's say you're holding a bat or a sword. It feels like an extension of you because it all of the senses in your arm, it's shifting the weight, it's putting pressure on this point of this muscle's tightening, and you can feel the weight and control it. And in fact, humans do this with cars. I was reading a
What's
study.
it called? That's muscle memory. What you're talking about. That once you've done it enough times, you don't think about it anymore.
But what I'm trying to say is there's something different where humans, when they use tools, it becomes an extension of their body in the mind. The mind actually says, I understand this is here and how long it is. The same thing is true with cars. That's why I don't know if this is true for everybody, but I was reading, when you're driving a car, you have no problem drinking. When you're a passenger in a car, you're like spilling and it's like hitting you because you don't know what's going to happen. You have no control of the tool.
Same with hitting the brakes and stuff.
Right. Now think about this.
That's why you get car sick when you're a passenger and not you're driving.
Exactly.
One of the challenges of controlling a drone with your mind is that you can't feel anything about it. It's all visual. So you're looking at it, and in order to make it do the right thing, you have to see it do it. You don't feel it. Like I can feel myself pick something up. I don't need to see it. My brain instantly understands and it knows the weight, knows balance, everything. The drone, I have no idea. I could not be looking at it. I had no idea what's going on. So it's much more difficult. I digress, however. The Neuralink technology is I think a lot of people look at that and assume we have to have implants in order to have this kind of tech. No, we could drive a car with a headband. You theoretically get to a point where we have multiple nodes and you just put a hat on.
Or a tattoo.
Well, I'm saying nothing implantable.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
could have a tattoo
literally
on your
like
neck.
a wearable. And then it just can, a wearable on your head. A tattoo is permanent. I'm talking
graphene
about
tattoo. It doesn't have to be permanent.
But I'm saying you wouldn't need that. You'd get in your car, you'd sit down, and then there would just be a thing. You just put it on your head, and then you go, you drive. Why get the Neuralink?
And it would give you the sensory perception of the drone. Like it would be able to feed into your brain what the drone's experiencing.
These so far are read only. It's reading
Yeah.
the activity coming out of your brain, not putting anything into it. That's what the issue with Neuralink is. It's what do they say? It's read only.
Yeah, as far as I know, like when I saw the pig demonstration, it was read only.
And the monkey playing Pong is read only. Like
Right,
basically,
your brain has no sensations of its own, right?
Indeed.
You can't actually feel it. That's what you don't need to do. You anesthetize when you're doing brain surgery for the actual brain organ itself.
In order to get to the point where we would be at risk, well, you could be at risk in a lot of ways with an implant. But in order to get to the point where you could have like a video game in your mind that you experience through Neuralink, we would need writable technology. I'm not sure that's going to be possible because everyone's brain is different. It's not the same code. It's a very, very similar code, but they're all unique structures that are.
That's we mentioned that's a huge thing in Ready Player 2 where the company has to make you sign all sorts of waivers before you get in, and there's a 12-hour time limit. But then also that apparently there's lots of people that hooked up to it that jacked in and their synapses got completely overloaded. And so they've had to try very carefully to like make the companies like make this go away. Right. Totally spasmodic, seizures, catatonic.
Don't ruin the
with
movie.
synapse
Is it
overload.
out?
It's not a movie. It's a book.
No, this is the sequel to Ready Player 1.
Yeah, Ready Player 1 was a book. They made a movie, and now there's a sequel, Ready Player 2.
And so, and it's really, really good because it gets into all this. But they, did everything they could to try to make it go away, and they canceled all the recordings of it, and they can bribe every politician, so there's no worry about the laws or regulations because they know everything about you already because everyone who signed in or your family members are signed in. You have blackmail on everybody.
Could you imagine there's like Elon Musk has this factory or this like warehouse laboratory, And then like deep in like level 6 sub basement, there's people like strapped in against their will with like
Oh
Neuralink in their brains.
They're happy.
like-
No, they're totally happy.
No.
They're-
They're it's like you ever see Batman the Animated Series where the people are scared but smiling because of the Joker's gas?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. They're like, it's like this weird, creepy face.
And Elon
where-
just walks up. Is everyone enjoying the game? Everyone's happy.
Yes, we are.
You're enjoying.
How was
Yes.
your ride in the Tesla Roadster? Is it going well? And you're like,
The windows are impenetrable.
yeah. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. We do the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. So come back to check us out when we go live. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and we are also available on all podcast platforms for free if you want to listen to us there. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you all next time.